Yes, welcome back to another video on the Big Steph channel, and today we're going to be previewing Arsenal taking on Wolves at the Molineux Stadium in what could be a massive game for our title hopes. Let's get into it.
I'm really in my zone. All my niggas getting cheese like it's provolone. They ain't with us out the bottom, so they'll never know. Even through trial and error, gotta keep yourself composed. Feel like me, little bitch, I'm chasing all my dreams.
Before we get any further in the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're going for this goal every single day. Let's try to get 1,000 subscribers by June. I'm putting it in words right now, so let's go hard for it. And like I said, share, comment, like. Anyone you know is gonna like the content, and don't forget to subscribe. Getting into the game. Arsenal in the last 5 occasions playing against Wolves, we won 5, drawn none, lost none. Good record. Earlier this season, when we beat them at the Emirates, we had a brilliant opening 15, really a first half, where Saka and Odegaard got on the score sheet early in the first 13 minutes, and Arsenal cruised their way to a comfortable, basically 2-1 victory. And even before that, last game of the season last year at the Emirates, 5-0. The time before that, we played at Molineux. Odegaard, I remember, scored a brilliant goal. Arsenal have been playing pretty well against the Wolves, and we have a good record there, but we've seen this season Wolves turn over teams like Tottenham. We've seen them play good counter-attacking football, and Gary O'Neill is a very intelligent manager who's been proving himself in the game. So it should be a massive occasion for them, especially seeing that they're mid-table. They're going to be looking to put a pin in Arsenal's title hopes to give their season some sort of shine to it as well. Everybody at the start and this stage of the season is going to try to get points off of Arsenal and derail their title hopes. Every single team. So Arsenal have to be ready, have to be prepared, and have to come in this game as mentally sharp as possible. Put the last week behind us. We now have 5 games to make this Premier League title dream a reality. So let's go out there and do it. Firstly, I want to touch on the starting 11 I'd go with. That is right here. Here you see David Raya in goal, Ben White at right back, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu. Yep, back 5 stayed the same for me. Why? Well, it's the back line. I think that's the best back line we could roll out currently at the moment. Some might say you adding Jurrien Timber when he's fully fit. He's playing with the under-21s on Monday. So we'll see. We'll hear an update from Mikel Arteta in the week on how Timber is progressing. To be honest, I think it's best equipped to deal with any sort of challenges. This is a backline I'd go with. And people like to say Zinchenko gives us a lot going forward in terms of his passing ability. And Zinchenko, for me, yes, does that in terms of his invertedness and his risky passing. But against Bayern, we saw Tomiyasu not afraid to invert and take up that space in midfield. So I think it's a position that everyone is getting and growing comfortable with. So I don't think it's a position strictly for Zinchenko in terms of that inverted left back. I think it's a position that everyone is beginning to learn in the squad that plays full back. So I think you're bringing Tomiyasu just because of his defensive abilities. And I don't know if Pedro Neto is playing for them. And I think he is a massive impactful player for them. So to deal with the speed and to deal with Pedro Neto or whoever plays on their flank, I'd go with Tomiyasu at left back. In the midfield 3, I'd go Rice, Odegaard, and Thomas Partey. Now, honestly, I've been asking for this midfield for a while. Thomas Partey has been fit for a few weeks. Jorginho played well against Bayern before he came off for Jesus in that more of attacking change, but I'd like to see Thomas Partey get those minutes in his legs because I still think we miss his range of passing and his eccentric passing, especially going forward and especially when we sit back or we're on the counter in certain games. And I'd like to see Thomas Partey get back in the squad. And I know it's only 6 games left, but get back in the squad and start getting those minutes under his legs, especially when we have games like Tottenham away, Man United away, Chelsea coming up. We need our players as fit and as ready as possible. So I'd say you put Thomas Partey in there, give him the minutes today, and hopefully he does well because I think he needs to have a good performance as well. And that's the midfield I run with. And then front 3, Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Martinelli. Now, everyone is going to be talking about this number 9 spot. Why start Kai Havertz? Why not Jesus? Why not Trossard? Only 2 people I consider for this number 9 position right now that's currently in the squad. Other than obviously Eddie Nketiah, who is a 9, but I don't think Eddie will start. and I think we probably might sell Eddie in the summer. Um, I think the only two people that fit that position right now for me is Kai Havertz and Leandro Trossard. I say this because this over this last week, especially in the Villa game, I picked up on a lot of things. The way Kai Havertz makes those runs in the channel, there's not really a lot of players that do that for us in terms of making those runs in behind, trying to get behind opposition defenses, trying to make those creative runs, always on the goal like that. I think Kai Havertz does that a lot for us, especially when he's playing in that 8 role. I think that's one thing I can say. In that 8 role, he makes those runs. So, like I said, and as a center forward as well, he makes those inverted runs in behind. One thing I also realized about Kai Havertz, if you look at all the goals he scores in and around the box, or in behind, like I said, like against Brighton, Kai Havertz is probably the only person in our squad other than Leandro Trossard for that number 9 position that can stay in and around the box and provide and reap reward off the service from a Martin Odegaard, from Bukayo Saka, from a Martinelli when he plays the cutback, or Tomiyasu, or Zinchenko if you bring him in. Like, I feel like Jesus is a great player, immense talent. But for me, he doesn't get the goals because of the positions he ends up in. He likes linking up the play. He likes being involved with the team. He likes working hard. And I would keep Jesus as a good squad player. Probably have him off the left, or probably as a coming off the bench as an impact player in many different positions. But I think Gabriel Jesus, as a striker, he has to learn how to just stay in the box sometimes and get on the end of stuff instead of trying to link it up all the time. I think that's especially against Villa. I thought a lot of chances went begging because we had no one right there to just tap the ball in. And a lot of people will say, yes, that's why we need a striker. That's why we need a striker. That's why we need a striker. But we'll see what happens about the striker situation in the summer. I have a video dropping on striker in terms of options we're looking at. So I'll drop that for you guys on the channel pretty soon. And yeah, that is the lineup I have going out against Wolves. And yeah, I think today, non-negotiable must be 3 points. I think no 3 points today, you start to look at the title and think it's over. And a lot of people already look on it a little bit depressingly, saying it's already over. I haven't given up that faith. I think if Arsenal win all their games, I don't know if we can, but I think Arsenal could. If we win all our games, we don't put a foot wrong. We have to be there when City drop points. We have to be. We have to be there. We went on a run this year. I think we can. We have to get a little mini streak to end the year. Have to get a little mini streak. And yeah, I think it's a non-negotiable today. 3 points is an absolute must, especially against this Wolves team who haven't picked up a win in their last 5, who haven't picked up a win against us in their last 5. We have to be on our game today, and we have to put them to the sword when we have our opportunities. Because, like I said, Gary O'Neill, good manager. They have good players. They play good counter-attacking football, and they can score goals, and they will hurt you if you don't take your chances. But like I said, 3 points today. That's what we need. And I also think that because we have Chelsea also in midweek, we have to put the pressure back on City. Playing 2 Premier League games before Man City play another Premier League game is going to be absolutely massive to at least get us back on top of the table, standings wise, for a little bit, and then put the pressure back on Man City to have to win their games of football. But we'll have to see. We have to do our job first before we even talk about that second part. But today against Wolves, it starts. Must be 3 points. But yes, guys, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers by June. So like I said, subscribe, share the content with anyone that's interested. All things Arsenal interviews, Arsenal breakdowns, player breakdowns. I do it all. So if you're interested in the content and you know someone that will be interested, share it around. We're on the road to 1,000, like I said. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.